Don't cry, little Windows user. Uncle Microsoft has enough spyware bloatware to last your entire life. Microsoft, bring me more unneeded apps. The boy's hungry.
Hey yo, it's me, IndieAnjelo from YouTube.com. So new year, new content from yours truly. And my first video of the year will be on video games I played in 2025. We got some heavy hitters and mostly slop. This is why I mostly played old games and indie games, because there's no way I am paying $100 for Battlefield 6. There's no way, man, I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? So with that out of the way, let's start off with Omori. But IndieAnjelo, that game was released back in 2020. I thought you would be talking about newly released video games. Kinda fucked up, man.
No one cares about your sister right now. We almost just died ourselves.
It's 2 hours and 40 fucking minutes! God! Oh my god!
Going to be honest with you, when I first saw Omori, basically Lisa the Painful but for e-boys, way back in 2014 in a Kickstarter trailer. Initially I thought to myself, this looks like one of those Tumblr games with its obnoxious and obvious art style. Take a good look at it and tell me that's not the Tumblr art style. To be fair though, I think Omocat got her start making webcomics on Tumblr, so there's that. For years, I either ignored it or did not have any intentions of playing Omori whatsoever, because I personally do not care for it. Again, it just looks like Tumblr slop. Although it did make me a little curious over time about the ending of the game, where I straight up watched a review by NitroRad. But last year though, I decided to give it a shot because I guess I had a change of heart. I don't know, something pulled me in for some reason. I sat down and played Omori on my stream, and let me tell you, it is a very long game to go through. I feel the game drags on for too long, especially in some parts here and there. The gameplay was nothing to write home about, but what made it up for me personally was the writing. I gotta admit, the writing is pretty good. Omori made me care so much for the characters, the grief they were going through after Mari's death. The writing is so good that it made me despise Basil. I fucking hate this piece of shit. He's an soft boy retard who acts like a victim throughout the game, alright? Omocat managed to write a very compelling character, and he's a fucking douchebag. Brawl was the one who caused the friend group to fall apart, like every friend group ever. Why feel bad for this little shit anyways? I want to punch his fucking face, bro, alright? Like, this Tumblr flower crown wearing retard is who he is.
Basil, this is your fault. Your fault. Okay? What I did to Mari, it was by accident. Alright? I should take that blame. It was a mere accident, but it was your idea. Your idea to stage her hanging from the tree, man. Go fuck yourself, faggot. I'm gonna kill you, Lisa style.
So yeah, Basil is a very well written character for all the wrong reasons. The game made me hate him, making me feel something while playing the game. Of course, the part where Sunny and Mari were doing the duo together, the part made me feel something, of course, but my attention throughout was fully on Basil. As for the game itself, Omori is a solid game. The RPG aspect of it is okay. It's just the RPG Maker battle system, but with the Omori twist to it. So with that, if you like a good story, a good time, and even horror, then Omori is the game for you. I guess you can say Omori is the quirky Earthbound inspired RPG with themes of depression. Also, I don't think I'll do the Hikikimori route, because that means I'd have to play the fucking intro again. Oh yeah, baby. Crash Bandicoot, the insane trilogy. Mainly Crash 2. This game is the shit. I remember beating the first game on my Switch, and a few autistic years later I played Crash 2 on my Steam Deck. Crash 2 is a very fun platformer. It's just Crash 1 but with more levels, but yet Crash 2 comes with a lot of challenge. Throughout my playthrough of the game, I wouldn't gamer rage per se, more like become agitated mostly. However, it would always motivate me to keep going. Maybe the 7th time in this part of the level is the charm. Who knows? I'll probably fucking die again. The later levels though, they were hard. No shit. Most of them, you don't even know if you're even playing the level right. You gotta have that autistic gamer reflex to truly play Crash 2. I go for the time trials and the gems, but the game is already hard enough. Respect for those who 100% the game though, and major respect for those who completed all 3 of them. The Oblivion Remaster. Oh.
The fuck?
Hey, come on now!
What?
There's no need to get... Help! Help! I'm being attacked by them! Go! Stop! You violated the law! Since you like...
I, for one, have never sat down and played the original Oblivion because of how clunky and jank it is. And I am too Skyrim brain rotted to even play the game. If I really want a better experience playing Oblivion, I either have to play the game as it is or play the game with mods. It's very unfortunate too because I really wanted to play this game for the first time on the 360 when I had the chance, but instead I played Fallout 3. Hey yo, Oblivion with guns. When the remaster was even an idea at first, a rumor going around. I didn't believe it. When I see it, I see it. However, on that fateful day, Bethesda out of nowhere shadow dropped this game, and it actually gave the opportunity for retards who only play Skyrim and nothing else, like me, to play Oblivion properly this time around. Despite this being the same game, like essentially the same game from 2006, but with Unreal 5 smeared all over it. It's an okay remaster, to say the least. It's not perfect by all means, but you have the option to play the remaster version of Oblivion, and I really like it. It's not a bad remaster. Just wanted to mention before I continue on, I played a lot of modded Skyrim. It's a tradition for me to sometimes go back to it and play Skyrim. After 2 long years, I finally finished Resident Evil 4 Remake. I don't even know why it took me this long to finish this game compared to the other remakes. But, you know, I think they did a phenomenal job with this remake. Leon being goofy as hell with his unnecessary backflips, and Ashley being not as annoying as her OG counterpart. I think that's one of the most memorable times I had with this game. Ashley not being annoying as fuck because in the OG, she wouldn't shut the hell up the entire time. What else? I think the shooting is top notch. The movement feels very modern to say the least, and the new voice actors were alright. They were good. Although as much as I like the remake a lot, the OG still has a very special place in my heart because, you know, I played the OG on the GameCube, and I bet everybody played Resi 4 on the GameCube at first before it got ported to every console known to man. Carters 2 just randomly showed up in my very broke time of my life. It's literally Crash Team Racing but with mods basically. It's a really fun kart racing game, and it serves as the alternative to Sonic Crossworld Racing at the time because I am not paying that much for Sonic Racing game, bro. Like, again, it's too expensive. So yeah, Carters 2 has mod support, so you can play as any character. I played as the guard from Oblivion on a horse in the Wizard 101 map. That's how insane the mod scene is. This next game I'll be talking about is a very interesting one. It's not an indie game by all means, but it is a game developed for the Sega Saturn, and I find the console very fascinating. I don't know, something about the console intrigues me considering it was Sega's first attempt to go fully 3D at the time. Maybe it's the architecture of the console, or maybe the exclusives. There were so many exclusives to this thing, even weird ones.
Fight! Ready, go! Time over!
Especially a lot of Japanese games that weren't released to the West. No shit. But there is a game that I've always wanted to play ever since I heard about it. Kept a keen eye on it until someone made a proper English translation for it because, yeah, no shit, I'm not gonna have a page, like a facts page on the side while playing the game. Princess Crown, an action RPG game made by Vanillaware, the guys behind Muramasa for the Wii and Dragon's Crown. Everybody knows Dragon's Crown for very specific reasons. If you know, you know. First of all, I really do like the art style and visuals of this game. It is actually so nice to look at even for a Sega Saturn game. This is Vanillaware's distinct art style when it comes to their games, and it vastly improved over time with their later titles. The game itself though, it's a slow burn type of RPG. You really have to sit down and take your time with it because this isn't your average fast-paced action RPG. It's slow. How the battle system even works, it's a 1v1 fighting styled combat. You can even do light control commands as well, such as pressing back and down actually blocks, or back and attack makes you do a special attack. With this in mind, it's a fairly intuitive system and very innovative for the time. As much as I hate to say it though, I have not finished this game yet because like I said, it's slow. Doesn't mean it's bad or anything. I would like to finish it eventually this year because Princess Crown is genuinely a good game. Plus the game is worth talking about in this video because of my time playing it on my Steam Deck. I think this game holds up. So, if you like JRPGs but just a tad slow, or if you're a fan of Vanilleware's other works, then I think Princess Crown is worth looking into. Right before the end of 2025, I discovered this cess through Steam. Just saw it one day and I thought to myself, this is just Stardew Valley. But once I bought it and played it, it's more of top-down Terraria. And ever since then, I've been autistically playing this cess. It's a very addictive game where you mainly gather materials, build a base, and upgrade gear. It's like one of those early access survival crafting games, but this one's actually pretty good. What really made me put in a lot of hours into this game is the progression system and the sim colony. As much as I like getting new gear and becoming stronger, I like managing my little settlement with people in it, people that I recruited over time. It's sort of like the sim colony system you'd see in Kenshi or Rimworld. So yeah, Necess is a pretty fun game. Like for a survival craft-like game, you should probably get this. It's pretty good. Before I get to the last game, I'd want to do like a honorable mentions / games I've replayed. So starting from A Hat in Time, Funger 2, Pigface, Anton Blast, Morta, Froggo's Adventure, Hellbreach Vegas, Forever Winter, Neolithic to the End, Blood Radiant, demo, Prison of Husk, demo, Black Ops, zombies mostly, Death Stranding, Clover Pit, Dead Cells, and I mean a lot of Dead Cells, Super Mario Bros. 3, Undertale 2, Duke Nukem 3D, and that's pretty much it, really. So without further ado, let me talk about my personal game of 2025. Goatee, if you will. Y2K, a postmodern RPG, or Persona but epic.
1, 2, 3.
Now, where do I even begin with this game? I avoided this game for a very long time when it was first released. Hell, I even pirated this game while the whole controversy and drama was happening around the time. And now, ever since they announced they were working on a free update that fixes up the game by showing teasers, music made for the update, and general development, it got me low-key hooked, excited, and hopeful. So I've been waiting to properly play Yik until November of last year, finished it, and I am beyond astonished by how much work Studios put into Yik. Well, Yik IV. This update pretty much overhauls everything in the base game, from the new dynamic battle system, which I find very engaging, story, characters, music, and there's even new content continuing after the end of the base game. They even made Alex's monologue more tolerable with his late night talk shows, and I dig it personally. And there's this scene in the game that absolutely hit me like a fucking truck. I can't tell you what it is. You'd have to play it for yourself to see it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. Ayo. What really made me like Yik IV a lot is the art direction and cutscenes. Really pushed the postmodernism and embraced the nature of Y2K, but in a more weird way. So much surreal and weird imagery throughout the entirety of the game, especially in these segments where you play as the nameless fetus. The base game did this, but not so often until IV. And seeing this being amped up within the cutscenes, the weird camera angles giving emphasis on a situation or person, making it a lot more engaging to the player and gives you a lot to work with involving the story. It's just the whole thing, how they put it together. It's so artistic. It really is. And speaking of the music, this shit goes hard. Take a listen.
I don't know you, I don't care. I've got to keep your barrier. I don't know.
So yeah, that's why I really like Yik IV, and I consider it my personal game of the year for 2025. For an RPG that has been shat on and ridiculed over time, has been fixed drastically by this update alone, essentially make it into a director's cut, if you will. And I think it's worth looking into, especially if you either know the context, watch the Only Plays Let's Play of the game, or the memes behind it. I think you'll enjoy Yik IV a whole lot. You know, it's funny too because the guys behind Yik, Andrew and Brian, managed to rework the game while Yandere Dev just sits there and does nothing with Yandere Sim, with a very, and I mean very generous income from his fans via his stupid fucking Patreon, bro. Like, what is this shit? But here's the most important question of all. Is Yik a better game than Amori? No shit, it's better than Amori. What do you think? I like Amori for what it is, but I enjoyed my time with Yik more because of how batshit weird it was. Amori is an RPG about depression, while Yik is an RPG on lean and 90s nostalgia. So with that, Andrew and Brian, the creators of Yik, whatever you make next, I'll always be there, you magnificent bastards. Godspeed. Anyways, those were the games I played last year. My time is very selective nowadays. Really wish I have more free time, but you know, life is in the way and it's really gay. It's either me being a fat retard and playing games all day or creating content for my YouTube channel. I tend to try to do both, but yeah, that's a wrap. More like that's a brap. I'm IndieAnjelo from YouTube.com, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. More art commentary videos coming soon. Subscribe for more content. Ciao.
Yes, I know that I can play Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on my phone for free, but I don't want to. I just want to play them on the Switch. I truly believe the price doesn't even matter. Like, if they would have released these games for $5 instead of $20, the same people would still be outraged because they think it should be free, or they're upset that it's not on Nintendo Switch Online.